I want you to join me in a small experiment right now. Sit down, relax, take a deep breath, and then I'll say a single word. Your job is to be honest with yourself and feel your body's spontaneous reaction in your chest, your stomach, or your shoulders. Ready? The word is expense. What did you feel? Was there a tightness in your chest? Did your stomach clench slightly? Did your shoulders instinctively tense up as if bracing for a burden? If so, you're not alone. For millions of people, the word expense is no longer just a neutral term. It has become a magic word, a trigger that automatically activates vibrations of anxiety, fear, and lack. Have you ever wondered why that is? Why does a word that simply means money going out have such a stressful, almost magical effect on our body? As someone who studies vibrational physics and consciousness, I can tell you, your reaction is not a financial one. It's a vibrational response. Consciously or unconsciously, you've been programmed over the years to associate the act of spending money with feelings of loss and danger. Today, we're going to uncover the root of this anxiety. More importantly, we're going to find a shift in awareness that will forever change the way you perceive expenses. A shift that, if applied, could be the key to unlocking the flow of income you've long desired. Based on observation, there are three main roots behind why the word expense carries such anxious vibrations. Root of anxiety number one is the trap of scarcity focus. This is the most logical and understandable root. Of course, if someone's income is limited or tight, every expense feels more significant and scary. That's just mathematical reality. But here's where the vibrational trap lies. Many people in this condition focus 90% of their mental energy on how to control expenses and only 10% on how to increase income. Controlling expenses is important, but that's a defensive game. Increasing income is the offensive game that requires creativity, energy, and courage. When you're overly obsessed with stopping the outflow of money, the dominant vibration you send to the universe is one of lack. You're constantly telling the universe, my resources are limited. I must guard them desperately. There's not enough for all this. It's like trying to fill a bathtub by plugging the drain while only opening the faucet to a slow drip. That's a frustrating and ineffective strategy. Your bathtub will never fill. Root of anxiety number two is the phantom of unexpected costs. The most painful expenses aren't often the biggest ones, they're the unplanned ones. You might be okay paying a large mortgage because it's expected, but you may panic when suddenly faced with a surprise motorbike repair, even if it's much smaller in cost. Why? Because it triggers a loss of control. Vibrationally, the fear of unexpected costs creates a constant frequency of anxiety. You live with a sense of dread, as if waiting for the next disaster. And according to the law of attraction, what you focus on with strong emotion is what you attract. When you constantly broadcast the vibration of expecting financial disasters, you're literally praying for chaos. The universe is simply responding to your dominant frequency. Root of anxiety number three is blindness to the universe's circulation. This is the deepest, most crucial root, yet also the most overlooked. It's a kind of spiritual blindness to how abundance truly flows. Imagine the world's economy as one giant body, and money is the blood flowing through it. Each human, each business is an organ within that body. Heart, lungs, kidneys, liver, all interconnected. To keep this body healthy, the blood must keep circulating. Blood must flow out from the heart, expenses, to nourish the other organs, and then return to the heart, income, to be refreshed and recirculated. Now imagine if the heart said, I don't want to pump blood out. I'm afraid of running out. I'll just keep all the blood inside me. What would happen? All the other organs would die from lack of supply, and eventually the heart would die too from having no fresh blood returning. That's what happens when you feel anxious about spending. Every time you pay your electricity bill, you're pumping the blood of abundance to the electricity company and its thousands of workers. Every time you top up your phone credit, you're nourishing the phone shop owner and their family. Every time you buy clothes, you're supporting tailors, cotton farmers, delivery drivers, and shopkeepers. Your expenses are someone else's income. And conversely, your income, your salary, is someone else's expense. Your paycheck is your company's outflow. Your client's spending is your earning. We are all part of one grand circulation system of abundance. It's illogical and even dangerous to feel anxious about spending if you also wish to receive. Holding back out of fear is vibrationally like praying that others won't receive income. And because you're part of that same system, that prayer returns to you. You block the outflow, and the inflow gets blocked too. This is the peak of awareness. This is the paradigm shift that must happen in your mind right now. Your expenses are not losses. Your expenses are your sacred participation in the universal circulation of life. Every time you spend money, you're not losing. You're contributing. You're fulfilling your role as one of the organs in the body of the world's economy. You're giving life to others, just as others have given life to you through the income you've received. From this perspective, how can we possibly feel anxious or guilty? What should arise instead is gratitude and joy. Alhamdulillah, today I was able to participate again in the flow of blessings. So, how do we recalibrate the vibration of expenses? Number 1, change your inner vocabulary. Stop saying expense burden. Replace it with more empowering terms like circulation flow or life investment. For example, this month's household circulation flow is this much, or I just made a life investment for my child's education. Words change feelings. Number 2, practice the blessing the money out ritual. Before paying for anything, cash or digital, pause for a second. Hold the money or your phone. Silently say, I release you with gratitude and joy. May you become a blessing for whoever receives you and return to me with your friends multiplied. This shifts the vibration of the transaction from fear to empowerment. Number 3, redirect your energy to the inflow faucet. Use the energy you usually spend worrying about expenses to think creatively about new income streams. Ask yourself daily, what one creative action can I take today to unlock a new income possibility, rather than what other expense can I cut today? Your anxiety around expenses is a signal from the universe that your energy focus needs to shift, not towards tighter control, but toward more creative receiving. Stop fearing outflow. Healthy outflow is the guarantee of healthy inflow. Trust the circulation. Participate in it with joy, and watch the universe return your participation with a flow greater than you ever imagined.